All right, with a delay of only 6 minutes, we're going to get this started. We've got limits of...
So we're going to have a limit of 1 mage, 1 assassin, 1 archer, and 1 pyro. So I was going to have 2 medics, 3 heavies, soldiers, and ninjas, as well as mandatory match rules and 1 ninja cap per map, no ghosting. So it's very similar to tourney rules, but not quite. The limits aren't exactly the same. I don't believe so. And this is, what size is it? Looks like an 8v8. Jailors' first official match. So it's going to be interesting how they do. We are streaming, right? I hope so. Okay.
All right, so we do have the first official match for the Jailors here. They are going up against Scorch, a tournament team that is currently undefeated, going into a match later today against Delta Force. Both teams are ready for this in pretty much record time since we're starting before 1:10, which is wonderful. And we should see an interesting match today, because we don't really know what to expect from both teams up in this matchup. We are going to see the Jailors over here. We have 89p, Nudes, 1367, or Isaac, Scorch. Wait, no, that's not. Scorch. And that group on defense. Their offense thus far is comprised of Lord Creeper Flame, Marcos Iale, Lord Nico _, and I believe one more player who I have not seen yet. On the other side, we do have a steal almost immediately from Hamza, but he does go down. Crazy Gorilla as well does go down to 1367.
On Jailors' offense, we have Nico going in as chemist, trying to distract the pyro. Heavy's there with him also, but both of them are not able to get to the flag at all. Both of them going down.
Marcos is going to get the first steal for the Jailors. He is out a little bit as medic, but does go down before Kai Bulgar can come up and support him as ninja. And we are going to see the offense here for the Jailors regroup, with Kai Bulgar being the fourth person in the group as ninja on offense. Looks like he is going to take some damage here to Carowinds, though. On the other side, we do have a steal from hamzacx. hamzacx is going out to the right. He does have medic support, and he does have ninja support. And we're going to see him go up top. There's very little recovery on him right now, and this may point to a little bit of inexperience on the part of the Jailors. But he does have a group of the Jailors on him right now. We do see 1367 and 89p on him. They go down just before they're able to get the recup. But on the other side, Lord Nico does go down after an extended steal to Sokol 21.
Yeah, he had support and got just too much recup. So that's the first cap to Scorch.
Is going to be the first cap to Scorch already.
I believe Jay is a ninja. Yes, he is, but goes down to 1367, who's also ninja. So they won't be able to get a successive ninja cap in.
So thus far, we haven't really had the chance to talk too much about anything beyond the immediate action going on, as we do see an attempted steal here from the Jailors. Kai Bulgar knocking the pyro away, but Marcos, the would-be flag holder, gets knocked away quite a bit as well and takes a lot of damage. He, I believe, got webbed by Sokol 21 there and does go down. Still, it is interesting seeing what the Jailors are going to be doing in this match, because outside of a couple players, 1367, and no, he's not even on there. basically they have very limited match experience right now. It's not the first match for every single one of these players, but for a lot of them, it is. And they're running an interesting 4-to-4 split with 4 on offense and 4 defense.
Yeah, you normally don't see that on a 8v8. You usually see 5 and 3, especially on defensive-oriented maps. I mean, yeah.
With that said,
most maps.
Scorch is being held at bay a little bit by the defense here. But I think the fact that you do have a smaller defense under these circumstances matters a little more than the Jailors having a larger offense, just because one of the players on that offense is the Ninja, and the Ninja hasn't been doing too well in terms of clearing. We are seeing a 1v1 at mid between Carowinds and Lord Reaper Flame. The rest of the offense for the Jailors does catch up, and they do manage to take down Carowinds. So we are going to see them enter the flag room from their left side. And they're going to be met at the entrance by Snake Man Jenkins, who's playing heavy. Snake Man gets knocked away, so Lord Nico does get to the flag pretty much unopposed, and does get a steal as Chemist going out.
Chemist has gotten a steal and is out at Soldier. I only see a Ninja spot. Medic is coming towards him. Looks like.
Yep, and he is out up on the wall. He does have medic support. 1367 is going to go after the medic, so they actually have been able to isolate Hamza a little bit here, but he's being knocked forward by 1367 now. And with the amount of support he has, he should not go down here. He's able to double back right to the medic and remove all that chip damage that was done by the recovery for the Jailors. And it looks like this is going to be another quick cap for Scorch.
I don't like how Jailors are using their ninjas. They have both ninjas basically staying inside the flag room. But if you have something like that, you usually have heavies.
So we do have a steal from Marcos on the other side. He is gaining a little bit of distance as medic. He has gotten up the sponge, has not webbed anyone behind him of yet, but he is up past the first layer of defense. With that said, he didn't have any support there and does go down. So we are seeing the Jailors get steals. It's not completely one-sided, but at the same time we are not seeing them get as much support, and when they do get support, the players such as Lord Nico do tend to go down. We are going to see another steal from Hamza here after Scorch pretty much clears the flag room entirely. The recovery from the Jailors is finally coming back right now, but I don't know if they're going to have enough people there to get rid of both Hamza and Crazy Gorilla. Looks like JOG is putting in a lot of work on the ninjas, and just having the heavy there to clear the ninjas has been pretty impactful. However, Hamza
does go down to double ninja.
To a double ninja recovery there towards mid.
I don't understand.
Jay and Crazy Gorilla are going to be the first ones back to the flag, though. And with only ninjas there, this may be a little bit difficult to stop. With that said, though, Crazy Gorilla does go down, so that source of healing is gone. And JOG is going to try to go out to the right side. There will be a Pyro right there, so he's going to take a lot more damage, and he does get killed by X40X. However, even with Hamza going down, the defense has been a little bit out of position consistently for the Jailors. They are struggling to contain Scorch's offense.
Yeah, I don't... As I stated, the ninjas aren't roaming that much, which isn't good on a map like this. If you're not roaming just even a little bit, it's going to hurt you. I only see the mage going out every once in a while.
And with that said, the mage does get webbed there, so we are going to see another push in here from Scorch. Hamza does get the steal. He got a heal, but not a restore, I believe. But he likely has not taken that much damage. Hamza is going to be on force stake right now, even with the medic not being directly on him. Crazy does, I believe, respawn to catch up.
Yeah.
But with Hamza so far in front of the rest of the Jailors, this is going to be the match. It's a pretty one-sided 3-0 for Scorch. And although the Jailors were able to put in some work, there is definitely a gap between the two teams right now that appears pretty wide. It's not unexpected necessarily, given that Scorch has been a team for quite a bit longer and they have more experienced players, but even so, It seems the Jailors are a little bit disappointed just going by chat. All right, we do have a pause requested from the Jailors. So we are going to pause things right here. And we have someone really ripping into chaos right there, calling Snake Man Jenkins the better archer. I feel for the man.
To chaos? Why would you feel for chaos?
Calling Snake Man a better archer than him?
Exactly. I mean,
That's quite the insult. Regardless, we are going to see an interesting set of circumstances here for the Jailors. I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing here. And seeing as a lot of their players are playing their first match, this may be a bit of experimentation on their part as to who's playing which role. Gordy didn't necessarily play a bad game last round as Pyro. He did get a couple fairly important recoveries, but at the same time, there just wasn't enough sustain for him in the flag room to survive a heavy medic soldier clear. And it looks like part of the reason we're pausing right now is because we have the Jailors a player down. So we'll be waiting for one of their players to get back.
yep. And on Blackout, of course, it's very much more.
They say they're ready.
Oh, okay. I guess they can't find an 8th player or something. Well, that's not going to be good for them. Oh, no, someone logged on.
There. No, I believe 89p left.
Okay.
89p being Isaac CTF, and amongst a bunch of other names. So this is a bit of an unfortunate circumstance for the Jailors. We are going to see them playing with 7, at least for the first little bit here. I don't know if 89p is going to be on his way back. But if they are down a player against Scorch on Scorch's map pick, this probably will not be pretty.
Oh, it definitely won't. A team very new to matches, a lot of players new to matches versus a team full of experienced players on Blackout, where it's
now, with that said, if they can surprise and turn things around, even get a cap here, that would be a pretty big statement and a good sign for them going forward. Because with time and a bit of experimentation, this roster does have some potential, definitely. We are going to see an archer duel right away between Snake Man Jenkins and Lord Creeper Flame on top. And Creeper Flame does go down to Snake Man right away. Scorch's offense is coming in right now. They have JOG clearing as Ninja, and he does manage to take down the Pyro. However, Hamza isn't able to Ninja steal as 1367 is there to defend. And we are going to see Crazy Gorilla try to get the steal there. Or perhaps they were trying to have Hamza Ninja steal. Whatever the case, it didn't work out there, and Scorch has been a little imprecise with their offense thus far. But it may just take them a moment to get the imperfections worked out. Snake Man Jenkins does take another kill on Lord Creeper Flame, and is now presumably going after the rest of the offense for the Jailors. And their medic walks off the world, just leaving nudes there who is able to sustain himself as Elf and avoid the Archer headshots, but is now getting bullied a little bit by Carowinds on the way in.
And
on the other side, we do have a steal from JOG. He's going out middle as Soldier. There is not a lot in the way of recovery there for the Jailors to stop him. We do have a couple ninjas. 1367 Pearl's in front of him, but does go to the low ground, so Jay can simply climb back up to the top of middle. The Pyro is there with Frenzy if he's able to survive and get over to the flag holder, but doesn't quite make it to JOG in time. We may see an attempted counter steal here from Marcos Iale, but he does go down right away.
Hamza does have the flag as Soldier is out. Yep. I only have a ninja on her. On him. I don't know why I'm saying her.
Lord Creeper Flame may be in position to headshot, but actually just gets assassinated there. And we are going to see Hamza head right for the flag as well. I don't believe there is anything in the way for the Jailors to contest, so this is going to be a quick 2-0 lead for Scorch.
In fact, Jay's there to get another steal, utilizing the fact that their defense is just non-existent right now. They've all focused on recovery, so that allows...
Creeper Flame does miss the headshot there. That's really costing them on recovery. So we are going to see JOG head straight to the spawn side as well. He is getting boosted a little bit by 1367, but any damage is good at this point in time. We do have a steal from Nudes as Elf on the other side, who is going towards the sponge and does have medic support here from Marcos. However, that web is going to be fairly costly.
Oh man, that was good. Good play.
Yeah. You do think that as the Elf there, Nudes probably could have avoided taking the sponge if he had seen the web there. But that may just be an experience with the fact that that spot can be webbed and players can be slowed down.
That also might be he might not have enough not enough arrows to make it up there too.
Now, despite how one-sided this is not necessarily a bad showing from the players on the Jailors. It is definitely worth being said that playing a player down when you're the less experienced team in your first match is not a situation anyone wants to end up in. Now, they do get another steal here with Marcos, and they do have ninja support for him, so he may be able to get out. He is heading towards mid, and if he webs behind him, he should have a pretty good route to the flag here. However, on the other side, we do have a steal, also as medic, from Crazy Gorilla. And she's gotten to spawn. And that was a medic kill in combat. Oh boy. Okay, so first acquaintance with rules on medic teaming here. All right, so that's going to be a capture there for Scorch, given that the Jailors did pretty clearly medic team and would have to drop the flag under those circumstances. They do have a steal immediately, though, from Nudes as Elf, who is going out on the right side, does have medic support, was briefly knocked off the map, but Elf can sustain itself in that circumstance and get back onto the map. On the other side, we do have a steal from Crazy Deeg, who is somewhere.
I'll get red sign.
Crazy Deeg is actually their pyro on the flagpole.
That's going to be interesting.
That's kind of underestimating the Jailors here. I think they could just manage to get a medic in there and get the recovery. He's really only being supported by one medic, so a couple ninjas in there could kill a pyro with no leather helmet, you would think. However, so much of the Jailors were invested on keeping the Elf flag holder alive that they aren't going to be able to put pressure on recovery there, and that will be the game. It was a pretty one-sided affair from Scorch there.
Definitely.
And definitely the Jailors have some room to improve, but Scorch is one of the better teams in the game right now. So they definitely could see some room for improvement in the weeks that follow. They obviously just need a little more time to practice, and their unofficial tomorrow against ADV would be a good opportunity. On the other side of things, Scorch did play a fairly standard game. Occasionally a communication issue or two on the other end there, but all in all, they did do a good job. And as we now have to give out the player of the game for this match, I was curious what you thought.
There we go. I'm not the player of the game. I don't know. It's one of those games it's hard to see anyone stand out, you know?
Right. Hamza was definitely creating a lot of his own opportunities for the offense, though. He did have clearing from Jay and Crazy Gorilla, but for the most part, especially on the first map, he was the one getting the flag out of the flag room.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one capping.
Hamza was the first one that popped in my mind, really.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else I would really give it to. I mean,
we will be giving player of the game then to hamzacx. And we hope you enjoyed this presentation of CTF Match Spotlight. A slightly earlier presentation than usual. We do have 2 matches coming up later on today. Those matches are going to be, if I have the spreadsheet here. Those matches going on later today are going to be the Templars versus Annihilation and Delta Force versus Scorch at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern and 5:30 p.m. Eastern, respectively. Both of those are going to be tournament matches and some of the final tournament matches. The Templars versus Annihilation will be important in terms of establishing placement going into the playoff round of the tournament. And Delta Force versus Scorch will be the last match of the Fire Conference. And while nothing is at stake, those are 2 teams that have a fair amount of history together. So seeing the matchup should be pretty interesting. Scorch did also get, I guess what you could call a warm-up here against the Jailors. So they should definitely be ready for this match later on today. And with that said, we hope you enjoyed this presentation of CTF Match Spotlight Weekly. All of those things. And hope you tune in next time. Thank you, guys.